let's intuitively eat on my way to New York City. It is going to be a crazy weekend, so we got tickets to a comedy show a while ago, and it is going to be a blizzard this weekend. So we're still going. We're going to come back really early tomorrow morning, try to beat the snow. But I have a free day, a cheat day this weekend, this Saturday. So I'm going to take you guys along and show you what I'm eating on my free day. So let's go.
Flashback.
Good morning. It is 6 a.m. and I just wanted to show you guys that I am eating my pre-workout. You already know, chocolate rice cake, Faje yogurt, 0%, bananas. I actually didn't have any maple syrup, and then I ran out of honey halfway. So this is actually agave syrup and some salt sprinkled on top. Let's go to the gym. Okay, so we finished up at the gym, and now we're having our yogurt bowl with some rice cakes. It's just like a brownie batter yogurt bowl that I have usually after the gym or like at night. But it's just Faje yogurt. It's like 200 grams, but I'm not measuring anything today. Cacao powder, 1 packet of stevia, then oat flour, about 20 grams, and I put some cashew butter in there, but I usually don't have the cashew butter after the gym, but I want a little bit more fat because it's my untracked day, so I put that in there. And then the chocolate rice cakes, and that's it. It's so good. Try it. Okay, so we are halfway into the trip, and I just wanted to show you guys some of the snacks that I brought along with me. My carbs are very high. They're almost at 400, so I brought some Quaker rice cakes along with me. You guys know I love the chocolate, so I just brought this whole bag. And the whole bag, I don't know how much, but for 16 pieces, there's 24 grams of carbohydrates. And then I brought some nuts, too. I really like these dill pickle sprouted almonds. And when I have my intuitive eating days, I like to load up on fat because I don't have a lot of fat during the rest of the time. So I brought these nuts along with me. I brought this little Bear Bells protein bar just to make sure I'm getting my protein in, which usually hitting protein isn't hard for me. I brought this banana along too just to make sure I'm getting in my fiber, potassium, and some other micronutrients. So we are 2 hours into our 4-hour drive, so we are going to have some fun, play a little would you rather game right now. This is my husband Josh. Josh, say hello.
Hello.
I told him he has to be a little bit more loosey-goosey and fun because he's usually very serious. So the first question is, would you rather never drink coffee again or never lift heavy again?
That's a tough one.
I know what mine is.
I would probably never lift heavy again.
Never lift heavy again?
Yeah.
You'd drink coffee? I would do the opposite because I feel like I only do decaf anyways, but I feel like I'm only down to like 1 decaf coffee a day, if that, like maybe like a couple of weeks. So I'd definitely rather lift heavy again. I think I could do without coffee. Okay. Would you rather track macros forever or never look at a nutrition label again?
Never look at a nutrition label again.
That's hard for me. Would I rather track macros forever or never look at a nutrition label again? Why would you never want to look at a nutrition label again?
Sometimes ignorance is bliss.
I think I would rather track macros forever. I think I could track macros forever, which is why I'm like really bad at intuitively eating. But I don't think I could go with not ever seeing a nutrition label again. I feel like that's like the pillar of my being. It's just nutrition labels, ingredient labels. All right, this one, I feel like I know what you're gonna say. I don't know, maybe you'll surprise me. Would you rather eat gas station food for a week or hotel breakfast only?
Hotel breakfast only.
Okay, I thought maybe you were gonna go with gas station food because I feel like you could live off of gas station food if you had to.
I could, but sometimes the taquitos or the twisters are kind of dangerous.
The twisters? What are twisters?
And it's like a taquito. You
I think I would go with the hotel breakfast. I feel like a lot of hotels have pretty good breakfast anyways. Like the continental breakfast, I feel like it's more up to date and healthier now than it was once in a lifetime. Okay. Would you rather only use machines at the gym or only free weights?
Only free weights.
Only free weights?
Yeah.
You were very quick to say that.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you can figure out how to hit the same isometric exercises with a free weight, but I think it's very difficult to hit like compound movements with machines.
Mm-hmm. What about like the cable machines? Like what would you do for a lat pull down?
Pull-ups. You could do bench press with a cable machine.
Yeah, but I feel like if you're somebody that benches a lot of weight, like there's no way you can use that. That's another good point is like the machines only go up to so much weight, whereas I feel like the free weights like are larger. Okay, that was it.
That's it?
That's it, yeah. Did you want me to come up with another question?
How about
you come up with a question.
Would you rather only be able to do cardio
that was one of the
still have your yogurt bowl every night, or would you be able to lift weights but not have your yogurt bowl ever again?
I love my yogurt bowls. I would axe the yogurt bowl, honestly.
Dang.
I think I could. I don't know what I'd replace it with. Maybe like a cottage cheese bowl or something. I feel like I've been eating too much yogurt anyways, so that would, honestly, like if I had to choose, that would give me an excuse to like tighten up a little bit and not have as much yogurt as I do. Not that yogurt is bad, I just feel like I eat like way too much of it. Like I could be eating things that have more varied nutrients in them than just like yogurt.
What is your favorite food item that you could not do without ever?
Well, I would have said yogurt, but now I feel like I can't say that because I just said that I could do without yogurt. Shoot. Right now, in the phase of life that I'm in, maybe the chocolate rice cakes. Or a banana. I feel like a banana is just like a cornerstone of everything.
Non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable. In that case, I'd probably choose a protein food because I feel like it's more important to hit my protein needs than any other macronutrient. I really haven't been eating chicken a lot lately. Sardines, yes, but like not super often. Dude, I don't know. What would you pick?
I couldn't do without like steak.
Steak?
And I eat steak as like, I don't want to say a treat, but it's not something that I eat super often.
Yeah.
But when I do eat it, it's like an enjoyable milestone of the day.
Are you gonna get a steak tonight?
Yes.
Maybe I'll get a steak.
The reason why I say steak is because I eat a lot of chicken, and I feel like chicken is just like a pretty standard protein. You can kind of cook it in bulk, like you do with the chicken thighs and like crock pot.
Mm-hmm.
But a steak is like an experience.
Yeah, you gotta treat that with care.
Yeah. And if you do it right, it's an enjoyable experience.
Yeah, chicken is very like basic, I feel like. Chicken's like the basic bitch of the meats.
Okay.
Don't you think so?
Yeah, I feel like it's just gonna take on the flavor of whatever you cook it.
It doesn't really have a flavor.
3 hours later.
Speaking of taste, I'm gonna eat the Cocoa Caramel Almond Bear Bells right now. Do you want a bite of it?
Sure. I was gonna ask you, what is your favorite exercise right now at the gym?
First of all, pause. This is freaking delicious. It tastes like an Almond Joy. My favorite exercise at the gym.
It's good.
Isn't that so good?
Yeah.
Favorite exercise at the gym? It has to be an upper body exercise. Or I've been really liking good mornings too. Hope you guys enjoyed our little, what would you call it? Would you rather?
Yeah.
Would you rather segment. And we got an hour and 43 minutes left. pigeons. A white pigeon, an albino pigeon. A dove. Yum. So we are heading down to dinner right now, so I will show you guys everything I eat once we get down there.
One is more tender, but the other one is more flaky.
Gorgeous.
Early the next morning.
Hi, so we already made it back home. It was crazy. We literally went to New York City and back in 24 hours, which I don't recommend, even though it was a really fun time, but it was just very exhausting. So we're back home. It's actually snowing out, so the blizzard has started. I've hunkered down. I showered, put my PJs on. I'm ready to go. I want to show you guys the snow for a second because it is really beautiful. Adorable. So cute. We're in like a little snow globe. Anyways, so I wanted to talk to you guys about just like intuitive eating in general and how I kind of go about it, because this has been something that has been really difficult for me in my reverse. If you've ever reversed before, you know what I mean. Like, it is the most difficult thing to go from being super, super rigid and wanting the scale to go down every week to having to do the opposite and kind of like break out of those habits, get back to normalcy and want to see the scale goes up. It really messes with your mind. And it's something that, like, as a dietitian, I didn't think I was going to struggle with, but I clearly have in my reverse. Not as much as, like, it's not like anything that impacts my life, but it has definitely affected me in some ways going through this. So a few ways that I go about my intuitive eating days now. I will say, when I first started my reverse, something that is really, really difficult is that when you are reversing and you're able to have an intuitive day. So intuitive eating is just like listening to your body, which is hard for a lot of people to do because a lot of people just go through life eating whatever they want and not listening to their hunger cues. And the awful thing about the reverse is that your hunger hormones are all over the place. So leptin, which is our hunger hormone that tells us that we're full, when our body fat is extremely low, leptin is actually like regulated by our body fat. So when your body fat is super low, you're not producing leptin at a rate that you should. I was eating like things that were 700 calories, and directly after I would be like, I need to eat a Thanksgiving meal. Like, I'm not satiated, I'm not happy, I need something else to eat. I will say that intuitively eating while you're starting your reverse is super, super difficult because of that, because you can't really listen to what your body's telling you because your body is wrong. So that is one thing that's definitely helped me, is even though I've only gained about 5 or 6 pounds, just that little bit more of body fat has definitely, like, I can totally tell I'm completely different now. It has helped me tremendously be able to control what I'm eating, because around Thanksgiving and Christmas time, those were my 2 main intuitive eating days besides like this one, and then I had one for my anniversary as well. I was kind of out of control. Like, I ate whatever I wanted. I was eating things that I didn't really even want to eat, and I was eating to a point that I was like past full. So that has definitely helped me just gaining weight in general, which, like, easier said than done. Another thing that helps me on my intuitive eating days are sticking with my water goals. So drinking like 2 or 3 of my big pink Stanleys. That definitely helps. Also focusing on healthy fat. So just as bodybuilders, the fat that we consume every day is generally pretty low. Like it's the lowest macronutrient I have. I eat mostly carbs, then protein, then my fat is the lowest. That's mainly because your fat is just for bodybuilding purposes. Like the fat that we consume is pretty much just helping out our hormones. That's the main goal. There's a lot of other things that fat does, but it's just kind of supporting to make our hormones pretty healthy. So the protein is helping with the muscle repair, and the carbs are basically helping with performance, if I had to make it really simplified for you. So fat is the least of the macronutrients that I eat. So on my intuitive eating days, I'm focusing on mainly eating healthy fats. So those are things like avocados. You're going to see I ate like a ton of salmon, like lox, bring it to me. Salmon for dinner, bring it to me. I had those like pickle nuts that I love, just like nut butter in general. Like those are things that I crave that I don't generally eat a ton of all the time. So focus on healthy fats. And then I usually try to get like something sweet and desserty too, because I don't always like have those things, even though I'm not like somebody that super like craves stuff like that. So I got that hot chocolate, which I really wanted and liked, and I only got a small. That's like another thing. I'm not going to go overboard with those stuff. Okay. So if I'm getting, even say I got an ice cream, which I basically never do, but I would get a small. I wouldn't go for a medium or like a large. And then the other thing that I try to eat a lot of, obviously like I'm listening to my hunger cues, but I could eat protein all day. That is my favorite macronutrient. And it's honestly hard for me sometimes to like stick to my protein goals or like under my protein goals. I could eat literally like 200, 250 grams of protein a day, but I only eat 135. So I also try to eat more of that on my intuitive eating days. And that's pretty much it. It's so much easier to listen to my body now that I have that body fat on me. So intuitive eating has become easier and better, and I'm doing it a little bit, I hate this word, but a little bit cleaner now. So if you guys have any questions about intuitive eating, I'd love to answer them. And just like my reverse in general, reversing is arguably a little bit harder than like prep. Prep has like pros and cons of both, obviously, but reversing is just like a mind F. So if you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them. Pop them in the comments below. And other than that, thank you guys so much for being here. You mean the world to me. And if you, again, any questions, concerns, love it. Like, subscribe, all the things, and I'll see you in the next one.